What's up, guys? Today we got a very cool video for you guys. You guys have been huge fans of the used review we did on this 2006 Ford Ranger. Over here we have a 2021 Ford Ranger, and we're going to compare the two. They're both Rangers, they're both Fords. We're going to figure out what the differences are, show you guys if you had one of these and you loved it, you're thinking about buying one of these, or if you have one of these and you don't want to get rid of it, but you're just curious about what the differences are. We're going to hook you up. I'm Joel, this is Motors and Mischief, and these are our two Ford Rangers. Before we get started, guys, real quick, I want to point out we got merch from our Motors and Mischief store. You guys can check that out. This shirt is our Two Dummies Racing. You can see there on the front. And on the back, we've got the really cool Two Dummies logo, as well as the cool picture of the truck and all the rest of the stuff. You can check these out on our store, and we'll put a link down in the description. All right, enough of that jibber jabber. Let's get back checking out our Rangers. All right, so let's take a look around both of these vehicles. This one, as you guys know, is one that we own here on the channel. It's our 2006 Ford Ranger XLT Super Cab 4x4. This is a 2021 Ford Ranger Lariat crew cab from our friends over at Mike Maroon Ford. They were nice enough to lend us this when we showed them the 2006 video. They wanted to see the comparison as much as you guys did. So first thing we're going to do is do some external measurements, try to see what these things are like difference. We do have a storm coming in, but these Rangers are selling so fast. It was use it or lose it time at the Ford dealership. So they lent us this. We're going to do this review. We're not going to let the snow stop us. You're just going to see us doing the review in the snow and the wind hitting us in the face, but that's okay. First thing, we're going to get some measurements done. We're actually going to use our Chevy tape measure. This was given to us by Chevy Trucks, part of their Chevy Trucks Legend series, because we've got a 250,000 mile Suburban that we registered with them. So anyway, let's start measuring these things. All right, first thing, we've got them lined up pretty evenly. So you can see they are very even at the front there. And then if we move around to the back, you can see that the new Ranger is quite a bit longer. So that's our first indication that there's a little bit of a difference there. Let's get the tape out and get some measurements on that. Okay, the Blue Ranger is right about 18 feet. 2006 is right about 17 feet. So we're looking at about a foot difference between the two of them. Let's check out the widths of the beds. Out to out on the bed on this one, we're at 64 inches. Out to out on the bed on this one, we're at 64 inches. So these suckers have the same bed width. Let's check depth. This bed is right up almost exactly 5 feet. And the bed on this one, pay no attention to the motor in the back of it. That's from another project. This bed's right about 6 feet. To be fair, this truck is a crew cab and this one is a super cab, so you're sacrificing a little bit of bed space for bigger cab space on this one, vice versa on the 2006. You're getting the little bit longer bed for a little bit smaller cab. All right, let's check wheelbase really quick. They look like they're going to be pretty darn close. Looking just a hair under 11 feet on the 2021. And we'll have to look up the official specs because the wheelbase looks like it's just a couple of inches shorter on the 2006. All right, let's get some measurements for the inside. All right, measuring from the door to the door. What about 54.5 inches on the 2006? Okay, and then this truck is about 57 inches door to door, so it's about 3 inches wider. All right, guys, we are inside the 2006. We're going to take it for a drive. Those of you who are followers of the channel, you've seen the other Ranger video where we did a full review on this thing, so you can get the full details on that video. We'll link it down in the description. But let's check out the interior just real quick. So this truck is configured with bench seat across the front. We've got a little tiny seat right here. I don't know if this is there's no seat belt, so I don't think this is even a legit seat. It's got the center console, and then we've got 2 jump seats in the back. So I guess a 4, possibly 5-seater if you were able to get somebody in this center seat. This truck was an XLT, so it's got all the power options. We've got power windows and mirrors. We've got, it is a 4x4, so we've got switch four-wheel drive. If you check that out right there, you just have to turn that to get it to go into four-wheel drive. And yeah, it's been a really great truck. It's got close to 250,000 miles on it, and it's been an excellent vehicle for us. It's been in the family its entire life. So Uncle Jake from this channel bought this brand new, and then Tyler bought it from him. So it has been a very good truck. As far as safety features go, we are not looking at a ton of safety features in the way of, in 2006, there's no such thing as lane keeping assist, no backup camera, no nothing like that. So we'll check out the safety feature comparison here in just a little bit, because the 2021 does have quite a few of those items. This has airbags and anti-lock brakes. That is pretty much the extent of its safety features. So let's take it for a ride, see what we think. In 2006, these Rangers were offered with a 2.3 liter, which is 2.3 liters what's in the 2021. However, they also came with the option of a V6. So this truck's got the, actually had two optional V6s, it's a 3 liter and 4 liter. This one has the 4 liter in it, so it's 207 horsepower, and it's got a 5,580 pound towing capacity. Let's check this thing out. All right, so those of you familiar with the channel know this truck has aftermarket suspension components on it. It has been leveled in the front. We didn't just tweak the torsion bars. We actually put a leveling kit on it. So, but despite that, it's got a fairly harsh ride. So as we're going through the neighborhood here, I think you can tell in the camera, even though the camera does a good job of smoothing things out, I think you can tell we're bouncing around pretty good. We're coming up on a right turn that puts us onto a major highway, and the speed limit on that road is 50 miles an hour. So we're going to do a 0 to 50 mile an hour test, because that's a lot more realistic than a 0 to 60 on a race course that we don't have access to. And we're going to do it from turning, because you know, that's also very realistic, what you would be doing in the truck. So we're going to make a right turn, and we'll time this, and then we'll bring the 2021 out and time that. Ready, get set, go. There's 50 at 9 seconds. Yeah, the truck got up there pretty smartly. So not too shabby for a 250,000 mile Ford Ranger that's definitely been used. We'll cruise along a little bit here, and then we'll take this back and pull out the 2021. All right, now here we are in the 2021. So as I mentioned, this truck's got a 4-cylinder motor in it. It's got a 2.3 liter 4-cylinder. And this engine, though, puts out 270 horsepower and 310 foot-pounds of torque. So even though it's 2 cylinders smaller, it actually makes more horsepower than the 2006. That's what 15 years of engine advancements will get you. As far as the inside of the truck, in seeing these Rangers parked, you'll see them on TV and stuff like that, it seemed to me that the new Ranger, that this 2021 was quite a bit larger than the old Rangers. Now that we're seeing them side by side, they're actually not that much difference, which is good, because the old Ranger is a great size. It is a little wider as we measured, and so you've got a little bit more room in the cab here. You can see we've got the center console, which is a true center console, and then because we've got the Super Crew, we've got full-on seats in the back. So this is the 5-passenger, but we've got seat belts in the back there, and then you can see we've got quite a bit of coolness on the interior. So this has got all the modern conveniences. We do have the shift dial for the four-wheel drive, similar to the 2006, but we got a host of safety features, and besides airbags and anti-lock brakes, we will get into those in just a little bit. We do also have backup camera and that sort of thing. We'll show you that as we go, but let's take this thing out, take it on the same route that we just did on the 2006, and see what the driving impressions are. This one's push button start, and it's got a hand e-brake here instead of the foot e-brake and the key start that the 2006 has got. All right, let's see how this thing goes. Okay, this truck has got a 10-speed automatic in it versus the 5-speed that's in the 2006, and the ride is considerably more comfortable. It's still truck-like. I'm actually quite pleased about that because most people don't use their trucks for hauling and carrying, so I think manufacturers these days tend to move the ride quality towards comfort as opposed to capability. This still feels like a truck, but it feels like a very nice truck. Very smooth ride here. All right, we're coming up on our high-speed road here, so we are going to make our turn, and we'll do our timer, and we'll see how long it takes this one to get to 50 miles an hour. Ready? Get set. Go. All right, well, that did it in 7 seconds versus 9 seconds, and to be fair, the back end broke loose when we took off, so it probably would have done it a little bit quicker in four-wheel drive, but you know, that test was supposed to be a usability test to see what it would be like driving the vehicle compared to the 2006 in daily driving. It's a little bit quicker. This thing definitely gets up and moves, and you can feel the things using all 10 of the gears. That's pretty cool. Two things that I want to mention about this truck that we just noticed. It's got seat heaters, which if you live someplace where it's cold, seat heaters are fantastic. These are making our behinds nice and toasty, so we like that. Also, the sound in the truck. This one is, there's a little bit of wind noise. With the 2006, there was more wind noise. I've never felt that the 2006 was a noisy truck. It's a pretty nice place to spend time. This is a little quieter, not a ton. It's still a pickup truck, and it's still shaped like a pickup truck, so it's going to have that, but it's not bad at all. All right, that's on our way back, so let's get this back to the house next to the 2006, and we'll take a look at safety features. Okay, let's talk safety features, because obviously 15 years is a big difference as far as the mandatory safety features that have started to be installed on vehicles. This truck's got blind spot assist. It's also got the backup sensors. We'll show you as we try to back up close to our Suburban here. So if we come over here, put this thing in reverse, and we back up towards our Suburban, watch the lights right there. Pretty cool. Okay, and then the other thing that this truck's got is it actually has forward obstacle avoidance. So you can see right there, the truck is keeping, it's got a picture of a lane, it's got a picture of what it's seeing in front of it, but it will also keep track of obstacles that are right in front of you while you're trying to park. Check this out. Okay, so we're going to show you the safety, our obstacle avoidance on this. Check out what this truck does when I stand in front of it. All right, so as you can see, the Ranger knew I was there, and it did not want to go forward at all. It was beeping and yelling, as you could hear. So it knew I was there and it's trying to protect me. Let's check out the 2006 and see how it does. All right, so no obstacle avoidance in the 2006, so point to the 2021. All right, guys, we pulled both the trucks inside. 2021's over here, 2006 is over here, and the wind was blowing pretty bad outside, and we know how frustrating that can be, so we wanted to bring them inside here. Basically, the two of these trucks, I'll be really candid with you. You know, we like to try to be really honest with you guys about what we find when we do these reviews. I came into this review expecting this Ranger to be quite a bit larger. I was thinking it was more of a mid-size vehicle based on just how it looks, how I've seen it around. Now that I've had a chance to actually stack it up against the 2006, the two of them are actually much closer in size than I thought. So if you own an older Ranger before the Rangers left the US, and you like it and you think it's a good truck, but you want to get some of the modern features, the safety equipment that we showed you on the 2021, then I don't think you're going to be disappointed. It's not a hugely larger truck. It's not so much bigger that you're going to be like, oh, this is a mid-size now, and it's way too big. When I originally went into Mike Maroon Ford, I actually asked him for a Maverick, because dimension-wise, the Maverick is almost identical to the Ranger. We will be doing that video as soon as they get their hands on one that isn't sold, that they can let us use, and we'll compare those for you and let you guys know how the 2006 stacks up against the Maverick, which is identical in size. But the Ranger is not, it's a little bit bigger. Remember when we did our dimensions, it's a foot longer, it's about 3 inches wider. We will pull the actual exact dimensions off of the factory specs and compare those. In fact, go ahead and put those up right here so you can take a look at them. But overall, from a seat of your pants, daily driving, the two vehicles right next to each other, this is comfortably larger, I think is the best way to put it. The Ranger, the older one here, the 2006, has always been a great truck. I've always enjoyed it, and I've never felt cramped or claustrophobic in its cab. That said, it is a little bit on the small side, and you know, you get the benefit of that compared to trying to park a full-size truck or something like that when you're driving around. However, the 2021 has got just a little bit more room where it counts. Now, if I were hauling and needed the bed, I might miss that 6-foot bed, but if it's mostly being used as a commuter vehicle or a family vehicle that occasionally need to haul stuff, I don't think I'm going to miss that 1 foot of bed. I'm definitely going to appreciate the extra seat in the back there. So, all right, guys, so special thank you to Mike Maroon Ford up in Longmont. We really appreciate you lending us this truck. They have got a lot of really cool vehicles on their lot. They've also got some pretty cool lifted stuff that they're working with. We're hopefully going to be doing a collab with them here real soon with some custom suspension stuff that they're doing on F350s. It's really, really neat. So keep an eye out for that. In the meantime, if you're in the Colorado area, definitely go see Mike Maroon Ford. They're super nice guys. They got really cool stuff. If you're not in Colorado, but you need a truck, give them a call anyway. They can definitely make arrangements for you to come into the dealership, and you can just drive your vehicle back to wherever you need to go. So thanks again, guys. I really appreciate that. For the rest of you guys, thank you so much. Really appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Check out the used reviews we did on the 2006 Ford Ranger, and we are going to be launching a 2021 review on just this truck. We'll link that also once we do it. This video is coming out first and then that one. So thanks so much, guys. We really appreciate it. Hit that like button. It really helps us out with the algorithm. Subscribe if you're interested. Peace. We've got a distance in the... You got the top of my head cut off?
Dad, your turn signal. What will the Ford guy think?
2.3 4-cylinder. All right, so we're going to show you the Peace Ford garage here because the storm outside is completely died down and was a waste of time getting